Let us now read together 2 Chronicles chapter 22. 2 Chronicles 22. We'll read the whole of this chapter. Focus will be especially on the last three verses, but we'll range fairly widely in this morning's sermon. 2 Chronicles 22 verse 1. And the inhabitants of Jerusalem made Ahaziah, his youngest son, king in his stead. For the band of men that came with the Arabians to the camp had slain all the eldest. So Ahaziah, the son of Jehoram, king of Judah, reigned. 42 years old was Ahaziah when he began to reign. He reigned 1 year in Jerusalem. His mother's name also was Athaliah, the daughter of Omri. He also walked in the ways of the house of Ahab, for his mother was his counselor to do wickedly. Wherefore he did evil in the sight of the Lord, like the house of Ahab, for they were his counselors after the death of his father to his destruction. He walked also after their counsel, and went with Jehoram, the son of Ahab, king of Israel, to war against Hazael, king of Syria, at Ramoth Gilead. And the Syrians smote Joram. He, Joram, returned to be healed in Jezreel because of the wounds which were given him at Ramah, another word for Ramoth Gilead, when he fought with Hazael, king of Syria. And Azariah, another name for Ahaziah, the son of Jehoram, king of Judah, went down to see Jehoram, the son of Ahab, at Jezreel, because he was sick. And the destruction of Ahaziah was of God by coming to Joram, for when he was come, he went out with Jehoram against Jehu, the son of Nimshi, whom the Lord had anointed to cut off the house of Ahab. And it came to pass that when Jehu was executing judgment upon the house of Ahab, and found the princes of Judah and the sons of the brethren of Ahaziah that ministered to Ahaziah, he slew them. And he sought Ahaziah, and they caught him, for he was hid in Samaria, and brought him to Jehu. When they had slain him, they buried him. Because, said they, he is the son of Jehoshaphat, who sought the Lord with all his heart. So the house of Ahaziah had no power to keep still the kingdom. But when Athaliah, the mother of Ahaziah, saw that her son was dead, she arose and destroyed all the seed royal of the house of Judah. But Jehoshabath, the daughter of the king, took Joash, the son of Ahaziah, and stole him from among the king's sons that were slain, and put him and his nurse in a bedchamber. So Jehoshabath, the daughter of King Jehoram, the wife of Jehoiada the priest, or high priest, for she was the sister of Ahaziah, hid him from Athaliah, so that she slew him not. And he was with them hid in the house of God 6 years. And Athaliah reigned over the land. Let's read our text for this morning. 2 Chronicles 22, verses 10 through 12. 2 Chronicles 22, 10 through 12. But when Athaliah, the mother of Ahaziah, saw that her son was dead, she arose and destroyed all the seed royal of the house of Judah. But Jehoshabath, the daughter of the king, took Joash, the son of Ahaziah, and stole him from among the king's sons that were slain, and put him and his nurse in a bedchamber. So Jehoshabath, the daughter of King Jehoram, the wife of Jehoiada the priest, for she was the sister of Ahaziah, hid him from Athaliah, so that she slew him not. And he was with them hid in the house of God 6 years. and Athaliah reigned over the land. Now, as you will have gathered from our longer public reading of 2 Chronicles 22, there's a lot of history here. History of the monarchy. And it's not easy. And that's why the back of the bulletin gives two helpful little graphs or handouts. So we need to give briefly the general background here. As you will know, Israel's first three kings, Saul, David, and Solomon, ruled over all of the 12 tribes. But in the days of Rehoboam, Solomon's son, the kingdom was divided into two. The northern kingdom, called Israel, consisting of 10 tribes, and the southern kingdom, called Judah, consisting of 2 tribes. Judah itself, the larger, dominant tribe, and little Benjamin, which has recovered considerably since the time it was almost wiped out in the last few chapters of Judges, as we heard in recent weeks. How then should we compare the two kingdoms? Israel was much larger and populous than its smaller southern neighbour. But Judah lasted considerably longer. It lasted, according to one reckoning, 347 years, while the northern kingdom lasted 211 years, 136 years shorter. Both kingdoms, north and south, had precisely 19 kings each. This indicates to us that the average length of reign in the northern kingdom was much shorter than that of the southern kingdom, because the northern kingdom was unstable, and many of its kings died nasty, unnatural deaths. Whereas all the kings of Judah were of the line of David, Israel had 9 different dynasties or royal families, again indicating instability. And on the back of the bulletin you may see, under the title 19 Kings of Israel, a little line, and that little line divides each dynasty from the other. It indicates that only 2 of the dynasties were longer than 2 people, the father and the son. That's as far as it got, with 7 of them, before the son was killed and someone else took over. But this sermon focuses on events in Judah and its capital city of Jerusalem. In Jerusalem, the 2 most significant buildings were the temple, served by the priests and the Levites, and the palace, where the king and his royal family lived. To put it slightly differently, in Jerusalem there were 2 great institutions, the central institutions in Judah: the Davidic kingship and the temple, the house of God. The story of Joash, our focus in the next few weeks, intertwines these 2 great institutions, the royal house of David and the temple, probably more closely than any of the 19 kings of Judah.